Yo, what's up, guys? So, I just wanted to share where I'm at on my spiritual journey as like an update vlog. Right now, I'm kind of at the point where I'm realizing that there's truly infinite realities, the multiverse is real, and that reality is literally a direct reflection of ourself, right? Meaning, like, it's all a mirror of us all the time. But that's not to say that a consensus collective reality doesn't exist, and it's not to say that other people don't have their own consciousness and free will. It just means that, like, the version that you're attuned to, right? Like a tuning fork. Like, if you hit a tuning fork and you put it next to another tuning fork, they sync up. It just means the version of everyone and every thing, like that version of them, is kind of you. But they're still their own being, right? Anyways, I'm at the point now where I realize that I've accepted it, I've grounded it to the point where it's not delusional. Like, I've actually, taken care of myself, like worked out, eaten well, and like actually grounded it into my being. And now I'm just kind of like, what's the point? Like, what's the point in all this? And the only thing that I've been able to arrive at is that the whole point is to just choose. Like, choose the vibes and the atmosphere of the type of dimension you want and build it, create it here. And I'm realizing that, like, it doesn't have to be brand new. As I said that, the sunlight just came out. That's crazy. It doesn't have to be brand new. It can be anything, because every single vibe that you've ever experienced in your life, I'm learning, is equally as worthy of your creation as the other. Because every vibe in every dimension is technically timeless, because that's what infinite means. And if there's truly infinite realities, that means that there are infinite realities right now of every vibe you can ever imagine. Like, there's entire worlds that are still in the 90s or the 80s or the 2000s in infinite ways. Like, there could be a parallel Earth right now where it's the year 2010, but they're still like in an 80s vibe, or a 90s vibe, or maybe it's 2050 and they're in a 2010s vibe, or maybe they're in a freaking Dragon Ball Z vibe, like the vibe that you get. And so, where I'm at in my journey is just trying to decide what I want and building it here and cultivating it, and basically just rediscovering, like, what are my favorite vibes, like going back through different chapters of my life to take from certain things, like I'm like really in a nostalgic mood lately with like Halloween coming up. Like, I miss like the early 2000s Halloween. Like, remember whenever like people used to have like little TVs in their kitchen? We didn't even have that, but like my grandma had it, and like some other people I knew had it. I just miss those vibes, you know? And like the cozy atmosphere of like candles going and like the old furniture. And so it's making me realize too that, people that kind of like end up moving out and just becoming a hermit and doing their own thing, I used to kind of judge those people for like running away, but now I realize I was being a fool for that. Like, I was being arrogant, because they're all worthy. Like every vibe and experience is worthy. And I'm starting to finally understand like why the higher beings allow suffering to happen here. Because in a weird way, suffering is a choice. Now, I don't completely agree with how they're handling it. I still want to give some spirit guides and light counsels a piece of my mind, but that's a whole nother video. The point is like, just do what makes you happy, you know? Screw anyone that says, oh, you're stuck in the past, because what even is the past? It's just a frequency. It's a way of life. Like, everything that's mainstream right now and everything that's popular right now, newsflash, it's gonna be in the past in 5 to 10 years from now. You know? So just because you don't resonate with like the current music that's out nowadays or the current movies or TV shows, you know, and you resonate more with stuff from the past, that's fine. Watch what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Think about what makes you happy. And, you know, maybe even create new energy. You know, take inspiration and channel through your imagination and bridge other realities into this one. That's what creating is. Like, anytime you create a story or an anime or even music, you're literally pulling from the ethers from other universes and you're giving it life into our universe, you know? But they all already exist from from an all perspective. They're all infinite. So like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I'm at on my journey. I'm just trying to actually build the vibe that I want physically. Like, instead of just thinking about it, like, instead of just like getting lost in my feels for a day with like music in and crying curled up in my bed, I'm actually trying to step into that version of me that uses, you know, opportunity like a job for money so that I can buy things to help me stay in that vibe. Like, this is an example. Like, even just like a tapestry. I got Kingdom Hearts tapestry, you know, starting small. They got some stuff right there, you know. But yeah, like, I actually, like, I'm stepping into the part of like creating my home to represent and emanate the type of energy I want, so that my reality itself can more. You know, that way I can help reprogram my subconscious more and I can start affecting the collective consensus reality more and changing the grids and changing the collective to basically take control of my world. Because the world is yours. Like, I'm just a reflection of you and you're a reflection of me. So I'm in my own world, kinda talking through this Black Mirror portal device that's going into your world that we're both sharing in the consensus reality. But, you know, I plan on doing some cool stuff, you know? So, gotta start somewhere. And that starting somewhere is first saving myself. Whether it's for a week, a year, 10 years, a lifetime, or couple lifetimes, I'm gonna focus on building the vibes that I want here. And yeah, I do I like, my type of vibe is like Yu Yu Hakusho, Kingdom Hearts, and like old style music, like video game, anime music. That's where I reside in the Omniverse, and I'm gonna bring it here.